Hello, my name is Oyindamola and I will be talking about why we should recycle and what are the benefits. You stop at a local coffee shop on your way to work in the morning and grab a small iced coffee for you and your 3 coworkers. Maybe you don't like coffee and you decide to grab a pack of 42 packs of water that is purified in your office to stay hydrated through the day. Coffee person or not, between those two scenarios, plastic is being used, but is it being recycled? According to Scotty, who wrote an article on solving the plastics problem in 2020, 65% of consumers don't know what can and can't be recycled. It is impossible to solve a problem that you don't even know exists. What exactly is recycling? Do you even know? According to Schitz, who wrote an article called Environmental Change and the Informal Plastic Recycling Networks of Calcutta, recycling is a method of accumulating and breaking down resources to make new material instead of just throwing them away in the trash. Recycling benefits individuals and communities and even the planet as a whole. People don't recognize how essential recycling is because honestly, it isn't talked about enough. People don't really care about recycling as a whole. According to TN, there are many things that can be recycled, such as paper, which most of us use every day, plastic bottles, plastic cups, plastic straws, glass bottles, aluminum foil, and even batteries. These are things that we use every day and that we most likely don't recycle. Probably just throw them away to be thrown into landfills. Why should we recycle? According to LM, who wrote an article called Environmental and Financial Impact of a Hospital Recycling Program, we should recycle because it lowers pollution and it lessens the use of landfills. Recycling increases landfills. Landfills are designed to deal with water. However, if we throw away everything instead of recycling things that can be recycled, the landfill would fill up and would be unable to cope with such large loads, producing a foul odor and becoming poisonous to the environment because of the release of the odors such as dangerous chemicals released by styrofoam, cleaning supplies, batteries, and microwaves. Now, people don't realize how easy recycling actually is. It's literally free and it can be done at the comfort of your own home. Once you consciously decide to start recycling, you develop a recycling habit. Me, for instance, I never used to recycle until I did some research and I realized how harmful not recycling can be to the environment and the world. Now that I recycle, it's hard for me not to recycle, meaning if I throw a plastic bottle into a trash can, my conscience will literally not allow me to walk away without placing it in the proper disposable, which is a recycling bin. You may think that with you just being one person and recycling, it won't make a difference, but it really will, because once you create a recycling habit, you can tell one person and that person will tell another person, and it creates a chain effect. And if you could get your whole household to start recycling, and then you could get your whole community to start recycling, it really does make a big difference. Some things you can do: you can get a local recycling bin for your community and just promote recycling, educate people on recycling in your neighborhood, tell them how to recycle and things that are able to recycle versus things that are not able to recycle. This is a visual representation of paper that can be recycled versus paper that can't be recycled. This is a crinkled up used piece of paper that normally you would probably throw in the trash can, but this is a perfect example of something that can be recycled. As opposed to this, which is a soiled and dirty napkin that resembles paper, but it actually cannot be recycled because it's soiled and it's not going to be able to be broken down and used again. Recycling isn't just a nice idea or a life hack. Recycling eliminates the need to cultivate and harvest or extract raw materials from natural resources. By avoiding extraction, pollution in the air, land, and water is reduced. Recycling saves money and resources. It limits the number of paper, plastic, glass, and metal being used and thrown away into landfills. So you should recycle because it is the right thing to do. It's free and it's convenient. I mean, you can literally do it in the comfort of your own home. It saves the planet and it saves resources that can be preserved or used in the future for other more important things than waste. The planet is our home. Let us preserve it by making a habit of recycling. Make sure you are asking yourself daily, can this item that I'm using be recycled? It really does make a huge difference. And make sure you're educating others. You just the way that I'm educating you now. Remember, it starts off with one person, then the next person, then the next person, then the next person, and it creates a chain effect. If we can get a handle on recycling, we could make a huge difference in the way resources are looked at in years to come. We don't know how much longer they're going to last. Let's not waste it.